Hey Geminis, welcome. How you guys doing? It's a little late today. I was supposed to be doing this morning and the day got away with me. So I apologize. These are later than I expected. Getting ready for this surgery and doing work has been really hectic. But I think I'm just about there. 2 more days, guys. 2 more days. So if you're watching this before the 10th, I am doing my readings on Monday and Tuesday only this week. Usually readings are done Tuesday through Friday or Saturday. And so they're only being done on Monday and Tuesday. So I'm having surgery on Wednesday. So if you're watching this on the 10th, I'm on the table. They're cutting me open. So just keep me in your prayers and your thoughts and your meditation. I appreciate that. All right, so let's get started. This is for the week of the 21st through the, what is this for this week? 15th through the 21st. Oh my goodness, my mind is all over the place. So 15th through the 21st for you guys, Geminis. And for those that are new, just so you know, I do mix intuitive tarot. I talk to whoever's on the other side. I also do astrology and numerology, mix it all in because the divine is the number one that I pull in from, all the energies, the downloads, anything that he sends me. And then I mix the astrology because the planets are energies. It's really important to mix those two together because they're actually the same thing. And then the future numerology helps with that too. So let's get started. First card is going to be divine. Second is going to be the current week energies. And the third card is going to be future energies. All right. So we have our first card out. Interestingly enough, he has been here several times this month. Very common. So the first card out is the Divine's card, and it is the Raven. Okay, so when we're talking about the Raven, we're talking about magic, coincidence, and synchronistic events. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe everything and everyone comes into our life for a certain reason. I do believe that the synchronistic events are little steps that we come into somebody or a habit or a thing that we do. Those are our stepping stones. That's our destiny to our purpose or our calling. It is also the number 10 in numerology, which is the ending and the beginning of something. So it is going to another level, another step, that kind of a thing. All right. Current energies is the cow. The cow is the number 2. And 2 is about balance, about either unity, bringing something together, or separating them. Okay, and that cow is nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. So very nice looking cow. However, it is about that garden scenario that we talk about. Remember, I tell you the garden, what you put in the garden. If you weed your garden, you take the poison out of your garden, that kind of a thing. This is the same thing with the cow. So you want to have the cow, when it eats good grass, it does eats and drinks good food, then it puts out sweet and good milk, correct? If it's a dairy cow. And the thing is, when it does that, we want to make sure that it's putting out something sweet. If you're to feed it straw and crap, then it's putting out crap milk. So it's a process. Again, remember, these 2 cards are definitely the divine, talking about your events in your life that are happening, that are bringing you to a journey. So what is it in your life that you're actually doing, and you're connecting the dots, and that's making a pathway? And you can, when you do this enough, you'll be able to see the journey. It's like you already have a vision. It's amazing. You can see the end result, what you really want, what you want to accomplish. And that is definitely something that the divine is talking about here. This is about your destiny. This is about your processing of what you're doing, the people that you're coming into life. How are you handling those people that you come into your life? or even the things or the events that come into your life. Because when you handle those in the higher vibrational energies, it's like, oh, okay, well, I really don't get along, but what is the divine doing? Why did he bring them into my life for a reason? There's going to be a lesson there, or even just something really quick that that person stepped in and then stepped out. So maybe they're going to give you some information. Like when I was having my business, you know, I didn't know where to go for a business plan. Somebody stepped in and said, hey, go to SCORE. You can get your business plan done for free. And so never saw them again. Okay, so I go to SCORE, got my business plan. Same with, you know, going into another organization. I was looking for something to go into, and I'm like, I have no idea. So this person gave me a brochure, never saw them again. So there's things that happen in our life for a reason. Some people come and go, just like a fart in the wind. But the thing is, they come and go for a reason. Very, very interesting, because the third oracle out is the king. So this is our future energy, and for those of you that are new, it's here and it's important, but I don't focus it in as much as the first two energies, because if the divine wants you to go this way and you say, screw that, I'm going that way, then the whole energies change. The whole focus changes. So because we're given free will. All right, those are for the new people there. So the future oracle is the king. Very earthly, very powerful, very authoritative, very manly. So it's man, authority, sexual energy, things pertaining to law and justice. Very earthbound spirit. So what that means is the things that are happening on and in around you, the physical aspects, things that have to do with things, material things, that's where he's really, really important. He's also important about boundaries and law and order. So what is it in your life that needs some law and order, some boundaries that maybe need to be set, some boundaries that maybe need to be improved, you know? So maybe you're doing something and you're really working hard on it, but it's just not quite there. And you're like, I got to just tighten that up a little bit. So maybe we've fallen back. So like, say for somebody who's maybe stopped smoking, they've had a smoke or two, and they're like, ooh, you know what? I got to step back and I'm going to stop that again. You get back on the horse and you stop smoking again. So it's sort of like that. All right. First card out is the Emperor in reverse. So we're actually contradicting. However, this is not a future energy. This is not a future energy. This is a now energy. And the Emperor, again, is very wise. The Emperor has also spiritual wisdom and earthly wisdom. And he really goes to more of the wise rather than the knowledge. So somebody's, I don't know who this is for, but they're not paying attention to the wisdom or the knowledge, the facts. The facts are in front of you and you're not paying attention to it. I don't know what it is. It's sort of like somebody's in denial. Sort of like when you start dating somebody and you just see all the good things, but there's red flags there that they're telling you, and you're just like, but I'm not going to pay attention to those because those are all just fine right now. But then later on you start noticing them and then there's a problem. So second card out is the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's working hard, very, very hard at something materialistic or something as far as work. Somebody's working towards a goal, which is very, very good. And this is, remember I said that number 2, it's going to bring things together or it's not. Okay, this is the current energy of the week. It's going to bring a partnership. It's going to have some good boundaries, good, healthy boundaries made, because this is an equal partnership. This is something that is actually going in the right direction. It's going up rather than down. It's very nourishing. However, there is one person that's working harder than the other, and that's going to get old. That's going to get old. But this person is here for a reason. I think this is a divine sending a divine message here for somebody. Oh my gosh, my cards are getting sticky. I'm going to have to get the baby powder out. All right, let's see what else we've got going here. Here, again, I'm going to tell you too, with the planets, this cow and these synchronistic events, these are definitely part of what's going on with the planet Saturn and Jupiter, the new moon that's coming in. This is definitely about taking care of things, not only spiritually, but also emotionally, but more physically. And that's why the cow is really important, because if you look at it, it's a nourishment, abundance. It has to do with his body, taking care of his body, making sure everything that's coming in is healthy. So what's not healthy in your life? What do you need to change in your life? Or even if it's just one thing, practice on one thing first, because you don't want to try to, and when I'm doing coaching, you don't want to try to hit everything at once. You'll be overwhelmed and it won't last. It won't work. So try to change one thing at a time. For somebody, it might have to do with also asking and receiving. So again, we've had this before, you guys, where people are afraid to ask for help. That's pride. Again, Divine has asked me to do it on Pride this week, and again, I think this month, that's all he's talking about. He's like, Patti, Pride, Patti, Pride. I told you to do that video on Pride. You didn't do it. No, I didn't. So I'm sure I'm going to get rewarded for that one. But this is the thing: is pride is a fear. Pride is not only fear; it is also insecurities. Pride could even be low self-value, low self-esteem, low self-worth. Yeah. So get rid of the pride. Let me tell you. All right, so we went from the 2 of Cups to the 6 of Cups. So this is a good thing. But then we jump to the Hierophant. So the Hierophant's here because this is a spiritual lesson. This is a spiritual journey. Told you, I don't make this stuff up. So this is a spiritual journey. And the thing about the raven, did you know that the raven is extremely, extremely smart? You can even teach a raven to speak. Did you know that? Yeah, you can. But the only thing about the raven, and the reason why you find the raven in a lot of dark stuff, is because they considered the raven in centuries and centuries ago to be unclean because it ate dead things. All right. So the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is 2021's card. It is a bit about spiritual growth, the spiritual awakenings, and that's why this is here. So it's either somebody's going to be learning something new, and it's the number 5. So the number 5 is like a novice. It's very beginning. It's a very early learning. So it's sort of an uncomfortable feeling for this. All right. So this newness that you're trying, or a new habit, or something new in your boundaries, something new in bringing a partnership together, something new with a friendship. It is very unstable. It is new, and it just takes time, because once you get over the first stages, then it's not that hard. All right. Let me see. Pick it up, and who's on the bottom? He doesn't want this change to happen. What is it you need to change? He doesn't want it to happen. Make it happen. Piss him off. Yes. Send that lower vibration even deeper below. All right. Let's see what else we've got here for the Geminis. There is a goodness here. There is really, I feel a peace here. There is a really good peace, but there is this earthly draw to get you stuck and bound. Really, there is an earthly draw, because when somebody's got a grip on you, like a toxic grip on you, if they're so afraid that you're going to leave them, because if you leave them, who are they going to be toxic with? Now they got to go find another prey. Yeah. Knight of Cups. This again is about protecting your cup, protecting your heart, making sure that you do protect it and how you feel. Again, the cups are also your feelings, your emotions. Make sure you protect it and be careful how you share your words and how you act, because you can't take those back sometimes. All right. Oops. Yes, this is there. Yeah, there is a learning thing here. There's a huge learning curve here. So we have the 3 of Pentacles, and we have the 10 of Swords. So somebody's habit has to stop. Whatever this is, it's like you know it. You already know it. It's like, yeah, I need to give that up. This is the time. Again, and I'll share with the planets here in a minute. This is the time to do that. This is like a repeat pattern. I feel like a broken record, because this is what the planets are saying. Gotta set better boundaries, set better health things. Because like the sword and the number 10, because see the number 10 and the number 3, you have to acknowledge that something isn't right. Something is off balance. Something needs to go. Something needs to move on. Get rid of that past, but it also brings a newness. And this number 3 of Pentacles is definitely either somebody's going to help you through that process, or you're going to help somebody through that process of letting go of something. But it's sort of like ripping a Band-Aid off. You don't want to just rip it slowly. You want to like, right? That's what this is. You need to just get it off. All right. Yeah, somebody's having a hard time with that decision there. They're having a real hard time with that decision. All right. So this is the time. This is the time to think of your boundaries. And I want to say it's not a New Year's resolution. It is just something that you need to do for yourself, for your health. This is the planets talking. This is the planet saying, okay, this is what we need to start moving forward to. We can't really move forward if you're not healthy enough to take what we're going to give you in the future. So we got to have you healthy and strong, feeling good, sleep, make sure you're getting enough sleep, that kind of thing. Something's coming that you really need to be prepared to be healthy for. That's what March is about. It's about getting healthy and prepared. I guess that's why I'm having a knee surgery, getting healthy and repaired. So yeah, somebody's got a bunch of scars, wounds that they got to heal. Bunch of them. Here's the thing with the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands has been there, done that kind of a thing. However, with the 9 of Wands, they still know that. Look at the look on his face. It's like, crap, I've been there, done that, been through all those storms. However, I know I got a few more to go through. That's life. That's life. It's how you handle them when you go through them. And that's the difference between earth and spirit. When I go through my storms, I'm not like this anymore. When I go through my storms, I'm like this, because I've learned that spirit is the answer, and the spirit will keep you calm. Spirit will keep you keep you joyful, and you'll thank him, because you'll know that storm is going to teach you something that's going to be really valuable in the future. All right. All right. Let's see what else. Yeah. Remember I said planets were telling you to get rest, to make sure you're taking care of your sleep, taking care of your body. This is a number 4. Stability for yourself. Boundaries. Good boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Sound like a broken record. All right. Let me see if I can get any I'd like clarification on the Emperor is what I would like. He's Emperor in reverse, all right? So let's get some clarification on this Emperor. Hey, Star, I'm on late today. It's been a crazy day trying to get ready for this surgery. Welcome, welcome. So let's get clarification on this Emperor. Ooh. This is a good thing, though. We've got the Three of Cups. We've got death. Again, I told you something's going to give. Something's going to give. Somebody's really afraid of the change because they feel if they make a mistake that somebody's going to leave them behind. It's like, no, they're going to look more that's not the word I'm trying to look through. More better. They're going to look more up at you in a good way. So Three of Cups, this is a celebration time. So remember, we're clarifying the Emperor, why he's in reverse. Because he's actually okay, thank you. So the Emperor is in reverse because he's stepping outside of himself, his own wisdom. He's stepping out of his own knowledge. Because if the Emperor is in the upright position, it's about his own knowledge, his own wisdom, his own. And when he's in reverse, it is not his wisdom. It is not from him. It's from divine. It's from spiritual wisdom. Because the Emperor has power both of earth and spirit, but this here is more of spirit. And this actually brings more celebration, more joy, more happiness, because joy is within, happiness is external. So this brings more joy and happiness because we end up with death in the Five of Pentacles. So there's like a fear that somebody's going to be left. However, they're not going to be left. It's actually going to grow them. Somebody's got a mindset in the wrong way. It's like, well, if I do this, or if I go try this, or if I try this new boundary, new habit, new whatever it is that you need to try, then you're afraid that it may flop. I don't think there is failure ever. I think that word needs to be removed from the English language. There is no failure in anything that you do. You have a lesson. It either worked out and you're supposed to follow it and move forward, or it didn't. And it's not a strength that you want or need to have. So it's a lesson, period. There is no fail. Same as try. You either do it or you don't. You don't try, because try is a half-assed attempt to do something. It means that you're going to possibly expect to fail, which there is no fail. Drives me nuts. So anyway, that's for another time. However, when you put something, an old habit or whatever it is that you need to do to rest, then you are allowing yourself to have the nourishment, the good nourishment from the cow that he gets, so that you can then begin to move up rather than down. And there's no fear of being left alone. You can't. Now, if somebody is trying to remove a person that is toxic, okay, so you have death, you're going to release a person. You might feel a little alone for a short time, but the divine won't let that last. If you're living spirit, divine won't let that last. He'll fill you up, or he'll give you something next to do, because he'll be saying, good job, because that person was really holding you back. That person was really, keeping you down and all that kind of stuff. All right. So release that person. Release them. Release that habit. Get that good nutrition. Get that sweet grass, not that old crab grass. All right. So there we go. So we're going to go to the planets and see what the planets have to say. And again, the planets are about, and the new moon is about moving forward. There's going to be, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's a lot of tension in the air, a lot of anxiety, a lot of frustration, a lot of shortness in people. That's just, that's the energies of what's going on up there in the sky. That is just typical. All you have to do when you get around that and you start feeling yourself go up, then you just step back. You get out of that energy, step back, or go somewhere else, or excuse yourself, go to a quiet place, because those energies, it's everybody. It's not just a certain sign. It's everybody. The planets are doing, because there's a lot of squaring going on. Very powerful, very, very powerful right now. All right, so we have magical map shifter. We have the Wizard of Awareness, and I'm waiting for this third one. Okay. One ring circus. One ring circus. So what numbers do we have here? We have the 7. We have the number 7. The number 3. We have the number 6. This is again about your ambition. Now remember though. Okay, so Wizard of Awareness is actually really being mindful where your head is at. Are you really listening to your spirit first? Or are you listening to your head first? Because that's why he has Wizard of Awareness. The light in the corner, and he's on a staff, and he's holding on to the staff. The staff is very spiritual. It is the message between the two. And that's the thing is, when you're setting all this synchronistic events up and the cow and everything, the thing is with the planets, it's like, okay, are you really listening to the energies? Are you really listening to your intuition? Are you really listening to what you need to do? Or are you just saying, I'll do it later? That's for somebody. You have to acknowledge. Number 3 is acknowledgement. This is the planets again. The magical map shifter, yeah. And this is about your potential, about your ambition, about your future. It's going to be a lot of choices coming up. You need to do that, but you can't unless you do it on your own. The number 6. This is about your future. But I'm going to tell you though, with that, the energies are moving, whether you like it or not, forward. But what a lot of people are going to have a hard time with is moving energies forward while they bring the past with them. That's going to be super, super hard, because you have to leave those past energies in the past. You can't change them anymore. You really can't. You can't do anything with them. The only thing you can do is acknowledge the number 3, what they did for you in the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's like, okay, that was a good time. Oh, that was a bad time. Oh, yeah, man, that really sucked. So that's how you can remember it. You put the flowers on the grave. You don't put a tent up on the grave and stay there. Put flowers and say, see ya, I got better things coming. That's what the energy of Aquarius is. That's what the energy of the new moon is. That's what the energy of the planets are. Moving forward to better things. Got to leave that behind. It doesn't work. It's not there. It's not going to happen anymore. All right? Woo! Guys, big time. Big times. So just remember, I don't know if I'm going to be on the 13th or not to do a new moon. That you're going to have to subscribe and hit the bell, only because I won't know if I'm going to be off drugs or what, that I'll be able to focus. And if you're watching this before the 10th, just know that I'm doing the readings Monday and Tuesday only this week. Wednesday through Saturday, no readings, because I'll be on the cutting table on the Wednesday, the 10th. So from Wednesday to Friday, Saturday, I won't be doing readings at all. So no one-on-ones, no any kind of readings at all. So I hope you guys have a good week. And if this is one of your readings and it didn't resonate with you, make sure you share it with somebody you think if it did resonate with you. And just a reminder that the likes really it helps the YouTube creators out. Would not only mine, but anyone that you watch, hit that like button for them, because that helps their channels be seen more. Not helping with their subs or anything like that, but be seen more. And then of course we always like you to share and subscribe. So I hope you guys have a really good week, And if you see this before the 10th or on the 10th, keep me in your prayers, and I will see you after my surgery. All right. See you next week on the 21st, 22nd. All right. Take care. Bye, Star. Take care. Thanks for popping in.